reality television series called All My Baby Mamas is coming out, and it's being met with the usual backlash that accompanies a show that perpetuates ideals of African Americans that no one really wants perpetuated at all. The show centers around a one-hit wonder rapper who has 11 babies by 10 baby mamas, and apparently is supposed to be all the rage or something. Now, I really have a hard time understanding reality television in general. I think the people on them are encouraged to really act crazy and to be violent. It's a weird culture to me that encourages that and then rewards it with tons and tons of cash. But recently I read an article that made a good point that even though I'm not watching it, a lot of other people are. Now, a lot of people say when it comes to reality television, we should just let people do what they want, watch what they want. I mean, don't harsh another person's mellow just because you think it's silly. And I totally agree with that. I have plenty of things that my parents and some of my friends think are just ridiculous, but I like it, so they can't talk about it because it's my thing. You can't talk about it. I don't care if you don't like it, it's mine. Now, the problem comes when those are the only things you see on television. Mob Wives, I heard, is ridiculous. Like, it's crazy, and you don't understand how all of them aren't in jail yet. But if you don't want to watch Mob Wives and you're like, oh my god, white women are crazy, you can turn the channel to another television series and there will be a show centered around non-crazy white women. There are probably more shows centered around not crazy white men than not crazy white women, but there are more shows centered around not crazy white women than not crazy African Americans, and especially not crazy African American women. If the only thing that mainstream America is seeing is Hip Hop Atlanta for examples of how African Americans act, that scares me. You can't really turn to a show without seeing at least one black character. But there are not very many shows centered around just African Americans and the African American community that aren't reality television shows in which we're kind of tearing each other down. And that makes it really hard to support such television because there's no safe haven. There's no other place I can go to after I get sick of watching crazy people pull out each other's weave. One of the bloggers I saw talking about this new show coming out made the very good point that most people in charge of networks care about only one color: green. If we stop watching the shows and they stop making money, then they'll get canceled. But I mean, more than likely, people are gonna do what they do and watch what they watch, and I'm gonna have to deal with all my baby mamas trending on Twitter and just being really, really upset. So those are just my thoughts, and I'd love to hear yours. What do you guys think of reality television? What problems do you think reality television poses, if any? And are you going to watch All My Baby Mamas? Until next time, peace and love.